Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel, and we are back. It's Saturday, the best day of the week. Double stream. We're going to be doing the watch-along right now for Bournemouth versus Reading, and then it'll be Saturday super stream at about 2:50, where we'll do all of the 3 o'clock games for the Championship and for our dearly departed teams. I might even keep an eye on Ipswich at the same time in League One as well. So it's Bournemouth versus Reading in the watch-along. We'll take the normal route. We'll have a look at the teams. We'll have a look at your comments. Do let me know if you are in the chat. Get your predictions in for this one, a top of the table clash, both sides right up the top. We will get to all of that good stuff in a minute. Let me just give our normal shout out to Charlie, who sponsors our live watch alongs. Charlie Frost, 30 years of Laura Royal. Here's to many more. I'm sure Charlie will be joining us, being we are doing Reading today, and we thank Charlie for his sponsorship of this show through the season. And there is the merchandise store there. If you want to support the channel, just grab something from the Teespring store, which you can see underneath here if you're on YouTube, on your laptop, or to the side on your iPad or your phone or what have you. So, right, let's just check the comments and see what we've got in here. Keep your forevers here. Jacob flying the Bournemouth flag. Lewis is here. He says 2-1 to Reading. Interesting, Ajari and more back. John is here. Chris is enjoying my shirt. Nice. Annie says 2-0 Bournemouth. David is here. Carl says 3-0 Bournemouth. Alistair is here. Big team news from Reading. We'll have a look at that. Chris says Bournemouth by 1. Alex says 2-2. Charlie says 2-2. And I think, Lee's here as well. Lee's gone to the butchers. He was here. There we go. Tremendous stuff. He's got his priorities right. One more there from Stephen. Says 2-0 Bournemouth. I must read Danny's because it just came in. Depends on who starts the quicker. Let's have a little look at the teams. I'll go on. I'll read Jacob's one quickly. Bournemouth 3-1. Brooks scoring 1 and 2 assists. Dan Juma scores a header and a pen. Get some money on that, because if that comes in, you're going to be a rich man with a prediction that specific, Jacob. Let's bring up the split screen. Just before we go to the teams, I'll just scroll and we'll have a little look at the league table. You can see Reading up at the top there on 22 points. We know the story here. 7 wins and a draw from the first 8 games, but followed by 3 defeats. So if you're a Reading fan, you'd love to bang 7 points in over the next 3 games. That would shut everybody up, wouldn't it? The sense is that there may be a regression to the mean for Reading, and looking 2nd, 3rd and 4th. All of the year 1 parachute teams just scuttling in behind poor old Reading and chasing them up at the top there. Bournemouth obviously are one of them. So a Bournemouth victory will, temporarily at least, depending on what other teams do, Watford, Norwich, Bristol City, put them at the top of the table. Let's just have a quick look at the teams. So Bournemouth, well, I have played a back 3 a fair few times this season, but last couple of games, they've gone back to a back 4. So Begovic in goal, Rico, who's comfortable at centre-half or left back or left wing-back down the left, and Stacey down the right. Cook and Lloyd Kelly, who again is comfortable on the ball, seen him play full-back for Bristol City. A midfield 3. Sky had this slightly differently. Sky had, I think they had Brooks centrally in a 4-2-3-1, possibly. We'll wait and see. Certainly, Lerma and Cook will definitely play in central midfield. That we do know. You'd expect Brooks to play down the right and Danjuma left. So where that leaves Stanislas, we'll find out when the game starts. You could have Brooks as a number 10, Stanislas as a winger, or Stanislas as a number 10. To be fair, any of Brooks, Danjuma and Stanislas can play in that 3 off the front. If that's indeed how they're set up, we'll find out when the game starts. Solanke will definitely play up top. So really, We just need to figure out where the three creative players there, Stanislas, Danjuma and Brooks, are going to be playing. And just remember these names I'm saying: Brooks, Danjuma, Solanke, Stanislas. There's a lot of quality in that Bournemouth attack. A lot of quality on the Bournemouth bench as well. Travers, Mepham, Simpson, Gosling, Riquelme, Kilkenny, Offerborth, Anthony and Surridge. 5 substitutes, remember, now can be made. And a lot of people thinking this may advantage the teams that have just come down to the Premier League and have slightly bigger squads. Reading will be very, very pleased to see Ejaria back, more back. And I believe if I scroll down, Yaku Maite on the bench as well. So perhaps a small mitigating factor in the 3 defeats were the absences in one or other. I don't know at what point they were all out at the same time. Certainly for the Stoke game they were, which we covered on the channel, which ended 3-0 to Stoke. Didn't go well at all. They look much more familiar in turn. I know Paunovic has only been there for 11 games, but this looks a more familiar Paunovic team, doesn't it? Raphael in goal, Richards, Morrison, Moore, Estevez. I felt sorry for Estevez in the game against Stoke. I thought he got hung out to dry by the narrow formation and targeted a bit by Stoke. That should suit him better today. Rinomota and Lauren are inseparable in that double pivot. That's nice and consistent for Reading. And again, we don't quite know. Zhao will definitely play up front. And then they've got Semedo 10, Aluke left, Ejaria right. Again, frankly, you can move Aluko and Ejaria anywhere around in that 3 off the front. Semedo less so, but 4-2-3-1. And it looks a bit better balanced. I think, I'm trying to recall in the last game, I think it was trying to accommodate Puskás and Zhao, which sort of unbalanced everything, didn't it, in the starting 11 for Reading. On the bench, Southwood, Gibson, Holmes, Watson, the excellent Elise, Tetek, Baldock, and the also excellent Maite. So expect to see Elise and Maite at some point today. And I've maintained for a while that the optimum Reading first team probably removes Aluko and maybe Semedo and has Maite and Elise in. There we go. I'll get to your comments in just a second. Let's just flash up the poll I put up this morning. 48% of you, like you clever buggers, were right last night in predicting a draw in Coventry versus Birmingham. But for anyone who joined me last night, the less we say about that game, probably the better. It wasn't great, was it? Today, it's very heavily on Bournemouth. We've got 101 votes there, so 63%, 63 people basically are going for Bournemouth there. 18% the draw, 19% Reading. So even if we add together the draw and the away win, Bournemouth still would have the majority. So a lot of a vast proportion of the people we polled there is going for a Bournemouth victory. Here is Bits' Bet, a new segment. He had a pop yesterday. And let me write this down. Over 2.5 goals plus 11 plus match corners. Bits always goes for good fun bets, let's just say, that involve lots of goals and will last throughout the game. We'll have a little bit of fun with that. That is Bits' Bet for today. The slightly defensive aspect to yesterday's game meant that his first Bits' Bet didn't come in. Let's have a look at some of your comments. Mr. E says, Puskás got injured playing for Romania. I did not know. Thank you. No Puskás for Reading indeed. What does Jacob say there? Brooks is quite good when we play 4-4-1-1 with him playing in behind Solanke. Yeah, so that could be a possibility today. That would see Danjuma down the left, possibly Stanislas down the right in a midfield 4 with Solanke up top and Brooks off. again, a lot of these formations, I think we all know what we're seeing, don't we? Essentially, if you get your wingers forward, a 4-4-1-1 is essentially a 4-2-3-1, isn't it? It's all Heineken, Schmeineken, you say tomato, I say tomato. But normally one or two players are key, and we have to look at where they are on the pitch. Carl says, can you promise better than last night? I think I can. If we look at, you just flip up the teams one more time, and this is no offence to any of the players that played last night, but surely amongst that 22, Lerma, Solanke, Brooks, Danjuma, Zhao, Ejaria, surely we can get a little bit more attacking and goal mouth action, let's just say. Sly says, be interesting to see how Reading come out after the break. Very much so. You'd hope, if you're a Reading fan, that they'd kind of reset and got everything together again. Let's have a look through a few more of these comments here. I had nightmares last night. It was either the cheese late on or a flashback from the Coventry Birmingham game. For 70 minutes, that was absolutely horrible, wasn't it? So, yeah, Sky are putting up, I guess, similar to what Jacob was saying there. I mean, they've got it written in a 4-5-1, 4-2-3-1, however you want to look at it. Could even be a 4-4-1-1. What we do know is it's a back four. What we do know is Solanke will be the striker, and that Lerma and Cook will definitely sit in central midfield. Where the other three players go is up for debate, isn't it? Yesterday was interesting because Ben started calling friend in a funny way and started talking about cardboard fans. Yeah, it got a bit surreal, didn't it? Didn't it, just? Sky are predicting that Aluko is going to play right and Ejaria is going to play left. Again, we'll find out within seconds of the kickoff, won't we? Probably even before. Danny says, I feel like Solanke is better on his own with support from behind. So that would play into what Jacob was saying in terms of getting Brooks as a number 10 rather than narrow inverted forwards working with him as well. Charlie says, from a Birmingham fan, I'm embarrassed at how we played yesterday. Yeah, I know a lot of Birmingham fans were unhappy with the substitutions and the kind of lacking intent. I will give Karanka one bit of credit, Charlie, and say that Birmingham would have won that game if Jutkovic, who's one of the best headers in the league that we were talking about yesterday, had taken his chances, which he often does. But yes, it does look very, very defensive at times, doesn't it? So these are two of our new managers lining up this season. Veljko Paunovic and Jason Tindall. We are about to kick off. Aluko is indeed starting down the right. I think we can jump straight on that. So I'm going to switch him in my little diagram here. He appears to be going down there. We'll hopefully get a wide shot of the pitch sooner rather than later. I can see Danjuma on the left and Brooks on the right, but you can't tell from a centre. We got heat maps and all sorts to tell us this. So here we go, guys. The players all drop down and take the knee, and we are about to kick off in this first game on Saturday. It is Bournemouth versus Reading, 4th versus 1st in the Championship. Let's get involved. We have kicked off. Keep the comments coming, and we hope for an entertaining, attacking, goal-ridden game, let's just say. Remember, I'll be on all afternoon. Be doing the Saturday Super Stream at 2:50. Right, let's just take a first look. We're going to have a first look at Jason Tindall at the moment because Sky have gone on a close-up on him. But we try and have a look here at the team shapes. Unfortunately, the Bulls over to the Bournemouth right. And we'll get a better feel for it now. Kelly has the ball at centre half for Bournemouth. He goes direct for Solanke. Danjuma certainly is off to Solanke's left. We just need to find out where Stanislas and Brooks are playing. 1 minute gone in this one. The ball's been in play for all of about 5 seconds of that 1 minute. Into the midfield. And Semedo puts that out wide to Aluko. It was Rinamoto went in for the challenge. And it was Diego Rico who was a bit late on Rinamoto there. And wins Reading a free kick. 1 minute 40 in. We're just getting a replay of that. Yeah, just a little bit late. Rinamoto steals in front of him. Can you tell me why I paid £10 to watch Derby? Lewis, because you love your team, and everybody in the chat can relate to that. We're all bonkers, aren't we? Hey? Free kick. In it goes from Aluko. Little flick there. Nearly goes through. Morrison pokes it away. Offside there. They popped the free kick sort of straight down the middle there, Reading, and it did cause a bit of trouble, I have to say. 4-3 says Five Bellies. We hope so. It'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Danjuma, nice feet, and the ball down the line. Rico misses that one. Richards. Laurent plays the channel looking for Ejaria, who tries to get the run on Stacey. And Ejaria wins the throw. Reading just on top in this sort of last 90 seconds or so. Ejaria. Semedo into the box here. Oh, that's surely a penalty. Yes, it's a penalty to Reading. 3 minutes into this one. It's a lovely run right the way along the left touchline by Afa Semedo. And Reading have a penalty there. He goes inside Cook. Lovely bit of skill. It's really, really good feet. Begovic ends up taking him down. He goes inside Cook, outside Begovic. It's a stonewall penalty. I don't think anyone's going to have any complaints on that one. And Reading have a penalty. A yellow card for Begovic is probably the right call there. And 3 minutes and 42 seconds in. Here comes Lucas João. João for Reading from the spot. He's going to go right-footed. Takes 3 steps and smashes the ball into the right-hand corner. It is 1-0 to Reading. I said they just got on top in the very, very early going in this game. Brilliant from Semedo. It's a bit of individual skill to win the penalty. And Lucas João, I believe that's 10 for the season now. We're just going to see a lovely penalty there. A nice slow run up, and he smacks it really nice, hard and low. Begovic goes the correct way, but it's into the corner. And Reading have the lead in this one. It is Bournemouth 0, Reading 1 against the 68% of predictions made in the poll. And this now has the makings of a nice game, doesn't it? Because Bournemouth are going to have to come out and chase for sure in this one. Penalty, come on. There you go. Only 3 minutes gone, and it beats last night's ball. Yes, it does. Really good penalty. 4-3 incoming. Max says, surprised that was only a yellow for Begovic. Yeah, I mean, I guess you're looking for the obvious goal-scoring opportunity justification. I do think, did they not change the rules on goalkeepers on that to remove the double punishment with the red card and the penalty? I'll have to do a bit of reading up on that, but only the yellow there for Begovic. Here's Brooks for Bournemouth. Quite the start in this one. 1-0 to Reading early on. Here's Brooks, Lerma, Cook, Lewis Cook that is. Rico nicely forward. Poor pass from him, looking for Danjuma. But some idea of the way that Bournemouth like to play. They're nice and quickly in and out across the pitch there. Progressive movement of the ball. Estevez with his wonderful hair is going to take the throw in. Plenty of time. Not sure if we can do much. Long way to go, as Charlie says. Ben is here. Who Fleetwood got today, Ben? Let us know in the comments. Great vlogger, Ben Codd's vlogs there for Fleetwood. Out wide, it goes to Jack Stacey. Stacey down the line to Lerma, who looked a bit offside, but he's not. Nice feet by Lerma. He's going to go into the box, and he's going to go down as well, but not quite the same type of situation that Semedo got himself into. Plymouth at home, 8v9. Nice. Ipswich have Shrewsbury, Ben. I'm Spartacus. You done something to your hair, sir. It looks different. You're looking the part today. Tremendous. Do you know, I didn't do anything to my hair today. There we go. Just got out of bed, literally. My Portuguese brother. I wish I was as good looking as bloody Estevez, hey? Bournemouth never does good after an international break, says Daniel. Jacob wants the makeup penalty. I think Lerma wanted the makeup penalty as well, didn't he? Danjuma plays that one inside. Stanislas, Rico. Stanislas. Oh, nice feet from him. He's going to go back outside to Danjuma, who's been excellent this season. And for God's sake, why do I compliment footballers? As soon as I said that, he dragged his foot over the ball and got tackled immediately. Always happens. Curse of the commentator. Quick plug down the bottom there. Can I go along with it? There we go. Oh, wrong way. Support via Super Chat, Patreon, or Teespring Shop. Like if you're in the stream. Comment, subscribe on YouTube. 13,200 of us now in the channel. Danjuma into the box. Excellent play by Danjuma. Drives it across with the right foot, and it's blocked out. He looks lively. Good player on it, Danjuma. He was actually offside. Linesman's missed one there, but we're going to get the corner nonetheless. VAR would have this one, wouldn't they? Michael Morrison with the block in the middle. It's a corner to Bournemouth. Brooks goes short, receives it back from Danjuma. This looks rehearsed in by Rico. Reading are going to get it clear. Ejaria has it. He plays the channel. That's poor from Ejaria because he's going to put his team back under pressure now. Bournemouth don't take advantage, though. 9 minutes gone. Hopefully, guys, you're enjoying this one more than yesterday. We've already had way more. Right, let's have another look. Semedo goes in. I think in terms of the Reading fan talking about a possible red card, as the ball rolls out, it's then a 50-50 with, I didn't see who the Bournemouth centre-half was in the middle. So the argument against him being sent off would be that referee Bond thought that the Bournemouth player was getting to the ball first. However, the argument for him being sent off is that if Begovic doesn't... Oh, here comes Aluko. Aluko through into the box and he goes down. Begovic yells to him to get up. Lots of box action here. Just quickly, so the argument is for him being sent off is if Begovic doesn't take down Semedo, does he stick the ball in the net? Is it an obvious goal-scoring opportunity? You tell me, guys. I know there'd been... Can anyone remember there'd been some amendment to the rules about... I can't remember what it was for goalkeepers, but there you go. Here is Aluko. No, there's nothing in that. It was Aluko and Lloyd Kelly challenging. We're going to get another look. Nice flick on by Lucas Shaw. Possibly contact and Aluko throws himself down, but meh. Oh, God. Lewis, you got Keith Stroud, have you? Good luck with that, matey. Here's Dan Juma into the box, left-hand side. Dan Juma finds Stanislas. His shot is blocked by Josh Laurent. Headed back over to Dan Juma, and this time he is flagged offside. He should have been flagged offside a couple of minutes ago. Is that right, Ben? It's now double jeopardy for keepers. You don't send them off and give a penalty now. Yeah, if anyone can quote me the law on that, that'd be really great because I'm not familiar with it. I was sort of aware of that. So Lloyd Kelly is very good. His throw-ins at something else. Yeah, I remember seeing Lloyd Kelly play an absolute blinder against Ipswich, as players tend to do, for Bristol City in a 1-0 win. Can't remember who scored the goal in that one. Who did Bristol City have on loan from Liverpool? Sort of Serbian named type player. We got Anir in the chat. He might be able to tell me. Reading have got out. Apparently Chelsea are leading 1-0. Loyal Royal says, bias aside, should have been a red, brought the man down, no attempt to play the ball. We're just looking up Loyal Royal. If anyone's on IFAB or anything, is there a double jeopardy for goalkeepers? Well, this goes back. I'll try and do it. Double jeopardy goalkeepers. Let's have a Google here. Yeah, right. I'm just going to bung this up on the split screen in a second. Oh, and Semedo was arriving there. Good counter attack from Reading. Semedo had it initially. Is that Omar? Yeah, Richards down the left-hand side. Lovely cross that. Semedo should do better with that. Yeah, let me just bring up this. So this is a BBC article from 2016. If anyone can debunk this and tell me it's been changed since, it says players who commit a foul to deny an goal-scoring opportunity will no longer automatically be sent off. Committing an accidental foul. Okay, right. So if the referee writes in his report that he believes that Begovic didn't deliberately foul Semedo, as in Semedo just took him on and was too good for him, then it's not a red card. If the referee did send him off, he would write that it was a deliberate foul for an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. So that will be what he writes in his report. So again, fluffy wording that allows referees to really do what they like. So the argument is on the Begovic red card situation is if Semedo was just too good for him and it's not a deliberate cynical foul, then it's not a red card. If he knew what he was doing, Begovic, and he didn't just get skinned, then it is a red card. But it's one of those fluffy rules where, unless we can read the player's mind, we have no idea, do we? Great info, Ben. There we go. I'm just trying to get my head around it myself, Robert. It'd be nice to see another replay now, knowing that caveat to the obvious goal-scoring opportunity law. Here's Dan Juma out on the left-hand side. I think Estevez is going to have a long old game today. And he's conceded a corner. There, he's going to need some help, Thomas Estevez, against Dan Juma. That looks like a good avenue for Bournemouth. He does well there in that instance. But we have a corner for the Cherries. 15 gone in this one. Good game. Much better than last night, although it couldn't have got much worse there. David Brooks is going to take the corner. Left-footed out swinger. Towering header by Lucas Zhao there. It's one good thing about having a powerful forward like Lucas Zhao. Stick him back in your box for a corner, and he's very productive as well. Brooks is going to go again with the left foot, another corner. In it went sort of waist high, and that was Semedo clearing that one out. Oh, nice ball in to Danjuma again. Bit clever for his own good, Danjuma, but Brooks has got it. Brooks towards the edge of the box. Brooks trying that Grealish manoeuvre there where you dribble and then just toe poke the ball during your run there. Didn't quite pull it off, I have to say. It's back in central midfield with Stanislaus. And Rico has it in the left back position now. Here's Danjuma again. Estevez a bit tighter now. His starting position was a lot better that time. Here is Stanislaus. Danjuma again, who looks so lively. Bournemouth player went down in the middle of the box off the ball then. Didn't see what happened quite there. Kelly out to Rico. Bournemouth building up a lot of possession here. Can they play through Reading? Danjuma again. Danjuma low to Brooks. Stanislaus. Brooks again. Lovely touch by Brooks. Oh, excellent play by Brooks. Hits the shot right-footed. Good save by Raphael in the goal. Bournemouth just ticking now. The passing's good. Really nice first touch by David Brooks there, and then gets the shot off. Difficult angle, so not a big chance. It's just a brilliant first touch by Brooks, who was so good for Sheffield United in this league as well. Couldn't quite find the corner, though. Brooks, here come Bournemouth. Again, nice ball out wide to Rico. Rico, nice cross. Morrison, good header clear. Estevez, touch and clearance. Lewis Cook keeps it going, and Estevez has to put it out for a throw. Bournemouth really on top now, but they're behind. So we'll see. Here is Rico right down the left-hand side. Oh, unorthodox there. A diving chest from Morrison, keen not to handball it. And now here come Reading on the counter. And here comes Lucas Yao in the right wing position. Oh, he tried a little drag under one foot. They've still got it, though. Here is Semedo. Great feat by Semedo, who looks at it today, doesn't he? He tries to get the shot off, and it is blocked off. Really good game, this. Rico. Danjuma is giving Estevez hell again. But that one goes out for a throw-in. David says the offending player is cautioned if the offence was an attempt to play the ball. In all other circumstances, holding, pulling, pushing, no possibility to play the ball. The offending player must be sent off. There we go. Laura Rill says Arnott looks dangerous. Don't know if Estevez is. That's a worry, isn't it, from a Reading perspective? He does look good. Danjuma today, doesn't it? Daniel says, do you think the score is going to change because of the early goal? I don't think it changes. I don't think the pattern of play would be much different than what we're seeing now. Reading have been quite lethal in their wins, haven't they? And not needed much possession and took their chances. And so I don't really think so, Daniel. I think the game state would be similar at 0-0 than it is 1-0 Reading. The only way it would possibly change is if it was 1-0 Bournemouth and Reading had to push a little bit more. But I think a draw or Reading leading doesn't change the game state. Only Bournemouth winning would really change it. That's just my view. Here is Rico trying to play it in to Danjuma again. Rico has it back. A lot of play funneled down Bournemouth's left here. Would love to see Brooks in a Fulham shirt. I'm sure a lot of clubs would like to see David Brooks in their shirt. Excellent player. Here he is on the ball. Floats that one in for Dom Solanke, but he's not going to beat Big Morrison in the air very often. Aluko, Semedo, Laurent, Richards, Ejaria, Richards. Reading having a bit of the ball for a while. Decent press by Bournemouth. And it's out for a throw into Reading. Not sure on Bournemouth starting Kelly over Mepham. That's because Mepham played twice for Wales in the week. It's all Bournemouth by the sounds of it. Yes. But then Reading did have that breakaway with Zhao. So they need to be careful. Particularly a quick one slid in for a player with Zhao's skill set as well. Hard to defend against, and he's in great form this season. I think we can probably back that up if I bring up the top scorers list. Let's have a look on the split screen. And you will see Lucas Zhao there. Armstrong 11 and Tony 10. That's outstanding from those two, isn't it? Zhao now is going to move on to 7. And he had the hat-trick, didn't he, in the League Cup as well. Rico having a run at Estevez again, who's a busy boy. And he's done well. Estevez, he's grown into the game a little bit now. Still, the idea that something could come from that side of the pitch in terms of some goal action. Reading looked dangerous on the break. Yeah. They got dribblers and they got power on the break, haven't they? So Kelly can play left back and centre back, and so can Rico. Yeah, so that would be one thing they can do if Zhao's an issue. It's tricky with someone like Zhao, though, isn't it? Because if you put a quick player in, can he out-muscle them? If you put a muscular player in, can he outpace them? He's a difficult one to look after on his day, Lucas Zhao, isn't he? Just never been consistent, has he? Maybe this is his season. 20-goal season, hey? Liam says Bournemouth should have signed a striker. What about Josh King, Liam? I think he's got COVID at the moment. So, but Surridge as well, who was very good for Swansea at this level on a loan. So I think they're quite well stocked in those positions. We'll see how Solanke goes. Estevez does well against Danjuma. Morrison. Raphael. Big boot by the keeper. Semedo jumps with Cook, and Laurent clears that. Aluko's just been robbed by Danjuma, but Danjuma gives it away. Aluko breaking now. Lerma has... Oh, no. They came together. I wondered if Lerma had fouled Aluko then, but the ref's given it the opposite way. Aluko mutters the immortal words, "I got the ball." Doesn't matter anymore, does it? And I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Name that tune. Josh King doesn't cut it, to be honest. I'm thinking of a few championship players who quite happily have Josh King. Rafa's kicking is giving me palpitations. Yeah, one bad one, Laurel Royal against Stoke, wasn't it? And they ate it up, didn't they? At least there could be one hoop team in the Premier League next season. Go on, Reading. Here is Lewis Cook, deep central midfield. Stanislas. Lerma plays it out to Brooks against Ejaria. Brooks with a clever little sort of drag of his foot and plays it inside to Lerma again. Lerma, Stanislas, nice touch. That's a foul surely on Richards there. Jack Stacey trying to be the third man runner there. Richards does well, tracks that really, really nicely. Yes, Buddy Holly, it was indeed. Yes, it doesn't matter anymore. Who? Someone else wrote that. Who was Neil Sedaka or someone write that? Someone Google it for me. Jordan Rose says he still believes he can be a 20-goal year striker if that happens. Albeit to Betton Monk. Lovely. Here comes Estevez into the channel. Estevez crosses early. Easy for Kelly, but he's giving it straight back to Estevez. Give and go there with Rinamota. Aluko. Back out to Estevez. To Ejaria. Nice positional rotation here. Yes, David, it was Paul Anker, wasn't it? Brilliant. Thank you. Good knowledge. Laurent, here's Ejaria into the box. Good run by Ejaria. Oh, good play by Lloyd Kelly there. Really good play by Lloyd Kelly. And then he's won the strength back, and then he's given it away. Dear oh me. Aluko now has it. That's a foul by Lewis Cook on Shonay Aluko. Cook protests, but a fairly obvious foul. Bits is here. We're doing good, my friend. Let's have a look at Bits's bet today, really quickly, before this free kick goes in. Over 2.5 goals and 11 corners. How are we doing on corners? Let's have a quick look. We have had 4 corners, and we've had one of the 3 goals that Bits needs on Bits's bet today. Come on, the Bitsmeister. Free kick here. Liam Moore's gone forward. Zhao is forward. Semedo. Morrison at the back post. Aluko puts it in. It's a poor free kick. All the way out. Ejaria moved to the far post. Aluko is getting some dirty looks from his teammates there. Poor delivery. Too much on that. And it goes all the way out. Not a good free kick. Zhao and Morrison both turn around and give him the daggers for that delivery. Any update from Chelsea and Newcastle, anybody? Who have I got in my fantasy team in that game? Reece James and Callum Wilson. Could they both each score hat-tricks, please? Unlikely. Here's Brooks on the right wing. Fair dues to the Reading fullbacks. They're being given a good game by Brooks and Dan Juma, and they have the clean sheet at the moment. And Richards does well against the great dribbler David Brooks. No news at Stamford Bridge. Still 1-0. Who got the goal, guys? Robert is enjoying this better than last night. No pressure on this game. There you go. Jacob says, if we go down by 2, then I'm done. You got to stick with it. We love it. Who is that down? Is that Stacey? I can't see. Sky cameraman needs... yeah, that is, isn't it? Jack Stacey is down for Bournemouth. On the bench, Chris Mepham, Jack Simpson there. No Smith on the bench, who played wing-back earlier in the season. Borja is cheering for Bournemouth here in Brazil. Lovely stuff. Welcome along from Brazil. A Fernandez own goal. That does no one's fantasy team any help, Charlie, does it? Dear oh me. I'm surprised Ejaria didn't take that free kick. Yeah, maybe. I think we're just going to see how Stacey gets in. Oh, no, right. We're looking at the penalty again now. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm going to put my neck on the line here. I don't think that's a red card. Begovic goes down to get the ball, and he actually doesn't make a challenge. It's his shoulder that takes out Semedo. So I think there's enough of an attempt to play the ball to argue that he didn't deliberately foul Semedo. It probably is an obvious goal-scoring opportunity, but I think I'm going to put my neck on the line and say that's not a red card. I think the ref's got that right. I think it's a penalty, and I think it's a yellow. There you go. I'm not sitting on the fence for once. That's about the 4th replay I've seen of it as well. So poor old ref only gets one look and in real time. Jack Stacey is back on. Let me know your thoughts if you did just watch that replay, if you're watching along on Sky. Who have looked better in this game? That's the $64,000 question, isn't it? Because You would argue Bournemouth have had more of the ball. So in terms of the passing and the possession, Bournemouth. But the two big sort of attacks have been both for Reading, and Reading are leading. So better. What is better? There we go. 30 minutes in. Stephen. Bournemouth with most of the possession and territory. Reading look threatening on the counter. Well poised. Yeah, it is. And here comes Lucas Zhao and Reading on the counter. Oh, Zhao. Aluko into the box. And I think it was Kelly does well just to block out Aluko. Aluko is just a downgrade on Yaku Maite, isn't he? You just wonder with a couple of the positions Aluko's got into. He's on side there, is he? Kelly does well. Here is Stanislas. Players that are too good for the Championship, not good enough for the Prem. Oh, God, there's been many of them. Rob Earnshaw, Darren Huckabee, David Johnson, who I love, who's a friend of mine, David Nugent, Dwight Gale, like you said, Lewis Graben, so many of them, isn't there? Barry Douglas. There's always one that gets promoted and then comes straight back down. By the way, speaking of players that are too good for the Championship, interview filmed yesterday, I can reveal now, was with Kevin Phillips. And that's going to premiere on the channel tomorrow night at 7. Brilliant stuff. You're going to love that. Check that out tomorrow night at 7. Into the box and down goes Dom Solanke there. They're really trying to get in the ref's head here, Bournemouth. They want the makeup call for the penalty. That's the second Bournemouth player to sort of get into the box and go down. I think referee Bonds got the first one right. I'm seeing a replay now. Solanke. It's so hard, isn't it? Ajaria does put his hand on his back. Is it enough to bring him down? Of course it's not. But we see tons of fouls given with just a hand on the back, don't we? I think I'll plead the fifth on that one. Because proportional force doesn't necessarily mean it's a foul or not a foul anymore, does it? Too good for the Championship, not good enough for the Premiership. Playing the Eredivisie, yeah, absolutely. Knockhart, the limbo player. There you go. No red, clear penalty, to be fair. Yellow card I thought was harsh as the penalty is punishment enough. Yeah, that's very magnanimous of you, Charlie, but he's always getting a yellow card for that, isn't he? A few people think that was a pen in the chat. Just in the Kevin Phillips ad on Twitter. Lovely. Hopefully we'll get another replay of that just to see what force Ejaria's hand did have on Dom Solanke there. 34 gone. Reading looking more comfortable in the last 10 minutes or so. There was a period where Bournemouth were really on top. Sort of 15, 20 minutes or so, really, after the goal. Reading a couple of counters, you have to say, but Reading look more comfortable now in their team shape. Remember, Laurent and Rinomota just sit there, don't they? So it's very hard to play through the middle of Reading. Have to go round the outside. In the words of John Barnes, the only way to beat them is get round the back. If it's not a penalty, surely he should be sent off. I don't understand, Lewis. What do you mean? Yeah, we talked a little bit with Phillips at the end about time at Leicester and Derby and Stoke as a coach and some aspirations. Don't like it when a player feather falls. Not saying that was the case here. No, it's one of those things, though, isn't it? If you don't do it, you know your opponent's just going to do it anyway. So, you know. Booked. I don't know about that, Lewis. It is possible that a player can go down and it not be a foul and it not be a dive. There is a grey area there. It's not entirely black or white. And I think as soon as there's contact, players don't really get... You're looking for thin air for a player to get done for simulation. Aren't you? Carl's after 2 more goals. So are we on Bits' bet. And here comes Lerma down the right. Nice cross by Lerma. Estevez, who's actually now having a good game, isn't he? On the cover from right back, moves across into the middle, heads that clear. The handsome Prince Estevez. He's actually nailed this. I'm looking at the replay. His positioning is spot on and his decision-making is spot on there. Well played, the young guy. I'm not biased because he's got good hair. Here is Brooks, holds up one arm. He's going to take the corner. In it goes with the left foot. Lerma was up. Goal kick. And just in terms, a quick Bits' bet update, I think that would be corner number 5 of 11. So we're 2 goals. We've had half of the corners. Yeah, it's so hard with the simulation because essentially you got to read the player's mind, haven't you? Unless it's blindingly obvious that they have dived, it's very hard to give the yellow card, isn't it? Be very unfair to book a player who genuinely fallen to the ground and accuse them of diving. Excuse me. Here come Reading on the counter. Oh, that's a poor pass by Semedo. He holds his head. He's got a bit of credit in the bank after brilliantly winning that penalty. Oh, lovely dribble there. Turn inside by Stacey. Here is Stanislas. Moves inside a Luco. Nice ball to Solanke. And that Reading, that area of the pitch, that square of Morrison and Moore and Rinamoto of Laurent, very hard to play through. Here comes Josh Laurent. Good break from him. And he finds Zhao. Zhao opens up. Little feint by Lucas Zhao. He's on his left foot now. Aluko, Estevez arriving. Good football. Oh, it's poor from Estevez. He tried to play Josh Laurent in and really good opening there possibly for Reading. And they didn't quite say it. Here is Richards. Reading playing well this last 90 seconds. Oh, big tackle there by Rinamoto. Love that. Got to be careful with the old lunge nowadays, haven't you? When you say goal kick, don't leave a pause in the middle. Don't worry, I'll get more excited if it's a goal, especially after last night. Could I name a starting 11 from the Championship with good hair? Absolutely. And Thomas Estevez is the first name on the team sheet there, isn't he? Izzy Brown's got to be in there as well with his big afro. He's got awesome hair, hasn't he? Darbo last night with the dreadlock penalty, dreadlock ponytail. Into the box here come Bournemouth. Solanke just edged past his man. Reading looking nice and solid at the back. All those individual mistakes that were there against Stoke are not here today. Although on the bustle there and through. Another corner for Bits' bet, I have to say. 39 gone in this one. Corner for Bournemouth. Stanislas is going to take it. Takes it short to Stacey, who crosses in left-footed. That's easy for Raphael in the goal. He takes his sweet time. Big boot forward. Lovely goal kick that. Ejaria can't quite control it. Ejaria lunges into the tackle there. Good thing he didn't commit a foul there. We know lunge plus foul equals trouble nowadays, doesn't it? Yes, Colaccini was the captain, indeed, for Newcastle when they got 102 points under Chris Hughton, indeed. Bournemouth always get corners because we can never finish someone like Dom Solanke up front. Moore is quality centre-back. Do you think Reading will keep in the next transfer window? Yes. What age is Liam Moore? He's not young, is he? He is. Oh, he's 27. Might be a bad shout. Another corner here for Bournemouth. They are racking them up. Brooks pops that one in the box. There you go. If you follow Bits, and Bits is bet, sensible. This is a good matchup for corners because Reading are happy to leave space down the sides and Bournemouth have good wingers. So we are getting a hell of a lot of corners in this first half. Huge header again by Lucas Shaw. He's excellent defending the near post on corners, isn't he? Why are there stewards when there are no fans there? I guess stewards do more than steward fans, do they? Possibly. Yes, thank you, Ashley. Liam Moore is indeed 27. Forward by Rinner Motor. 41 gone in this one. Good game. Really enjoying this one this lunchtime. 1-0. Reading. Into Solanke. Miscontrols that one. But he was offside anyway. Phil Jones to Derby. What, on the staff or on the pitch? God, I remember when Phil Jones went to Man United and he was going to be the next, what was that brilliant Man United midfielder called? Duncan Edwards. Needless to say, he wasn't. 42 gone in this one. 1-0 Reading. And Reading pushing forward here. Laurent. Ejaria's got it. Nice feet by him. Ejaria slips it through. Aluko. 2-0 Reading. Wow. Lightning quick attack there. It's a really good goal by Reading. And they have done exactly what Stoke did to them last week. They have suckered Bournemouth in. And that is a really lovely, quick transition attack. Ejaria does really, really well. That bit of quality there. And Solanke, Aluko with the finish. Wow. Lovely play by Ejaria. It's a good goal. Really, really just quick on the attack there. And Aluko with the finish. Well played, Ejaria. Well played, Aluko. I was saying he was a downgrade on Maite. I better shut my mouth on that one because that's quality from Aluko and Ejaria there. The two real moments of quality in this game have come from Ejaria and Semedo, and Reading have been lethal, and they are 2-0 up, guys. Aluko, the goal scorer. This looks like the Reading that won 7 and drew 1 of the first 8 games. 2-0 to the Royals. They have sucker punched Bournemouth there. Absolutely great stuff by Reading. Goodness me. Get your comments in on that one. Wow. I didn't see that one coming before halftime. I thought Paunovic would have been very, very happy with 1-0 at halftime with the game state how it was. But this being solid and lightning quick transition attacks really is boding well for Reading. If you get it right, it's lethal, isn't it? Ashley says, yes, congratulations, you Reading fans in the chat. Nice one, Laura Raw. Brilliant from Reading. Happy days for Reading back on form. And here says, OMG. Next watch along after this is, it's a dearly departed one. It's Leeds Arsenal tomorrow at 4:30. Smash and grab, but bloody love it. I have to say the 3 biggest openings, and you say smash and grab, I class smash and grab as when one team misses a ton of chances and the other one, kind of gets one. It's not really been that way, has it? It's brilliant from Ejaria, I have to say, the assist for the goal. The touch is nice. And what I always say, good players can pick a pass on the run, and that is so hard to defend against. And Ejaria is driving with the ball and can play the pass whilst he's running. That's the difference between a good player and a really good player, is they can do it on the run. And we've seen Ejaria do that a lot. Ejaria, different gravy at 4.5 mil. That's what I've been saying. We've been missing Ejaria. Goal, yes. Come on, Reading. You always cheer me up. Nice one. Don't suppose we could have a Luco back. There we go. We've got Reading on Wednesday, says Alex. Almost performed better as underdogs. Do I think Reading will get promoted this season? I don't, but they're doing a damn good job of trying to convince me otherwise in this game so far. Remember, 68% of our poll predicted a Bournemouth win in this one, and it's 2-0 to Reading. We are really closing in on Bits' bet. Bournemouth have had about 1,000 corners in this half. Yeah, I think this is corner number 8 for the Cherries. And we have 2 of the 3 goals required as well. Come on, Bits' bet on this one. They're over 2.5 goals and 11 match corners. You'd think Bournemouth are really going to have a pop at Reading. 67% possession, but 4 attempts to 3 and 2 on target. Reading tactically are, really nailing this game at the moment. And in terms of efficiency and output from Semedo and Zhao, from Ejaria and Aluko, it's been really quality. I've been waxing about Danjuma, but where are the big chances? Because I think you'll find if we bring up the numbers, 2 big chances to 0 was what I was expecting to see, and Reading have taken both of them. Lethal. Here's Lewis Cook. Nice feat by him. Not the best pass. Rico has it. We are we're in the 3rd minute of stoppage time here. Bournemouth 0, Reading 2. Expert away performance by Reading in this first half. This is what they were doing before the 3 straight defeats, wasn't it? And remember, still Elise and Maite to add back into this team. And John Swift, for goodness sake, can even get back into this team. Reading's best player last season. Here comes Richards. He's having a run at Steve Cook. Richards can't get anything out of that. Ejaria backs him up. Cook, good clearance by him. And David Brooks brings it away. Big shoulder charge there by Liam Moore on Dom Solanke. It's a Bournemouth throw. This is probably the last phase of play before half-time. Really good game, this one. I have enjoyed it. I can understand you being a bit perplexed if you're a Bournemouth fan, because Reading have done a really nice job in this half. Rico plays it in, trying to find Solanke. Lerma. Brooks, that looks like a foul. Yes, indeed. By Ejaria on Brooks. By Richards. 2 dreadlock players playing down the left-hand side. Clear foul there by Richards. Can Bournemouth do anything? I assume David Brooks is going to have a pop with his left foot from this free kick. Pretty much the ref is going to blow his whistle after the ball's gone dead after this free kick. So from a Bournemouth point of view, this either needs to go in or create a chance pretty much straight from the rebound, or I think referee Bond is going to blow for half time. Stanislaus is over it. You're almost wasted with your centre midfielders against Reading. I wonder, we'll talk about what Tyndall needs to do in the second half. Stanislas is there and Brooks is there. Stanislas. Oh, great free kick over the wall to Raphael's left. Good save by the Brazilian, is he? Or is he Portuguese? I think he's Brazilian. Good save by the keeper there. It's a really good free kick over the wall. It's not quite in the corner, and I'm holding him to a high standard here, Stanislas. A foot further over, and that's going to be really difficult for Raphael to make the save. It is half-time. Really good watch, this one. Get your thoughts in at half-time in the comments, and we'll have a look at them. It's Bournemouth 0, Reading 2. This is the Reading pre the 3-game defeat. They've been really solid and really lethal with their attacking play. Just 3 minutes in, Semedo goes down the left-hand side. I think he beats 2 players, and then he's in on Begovic. He knocks it round Begovic. Begovic, fortunately for him, in my opinion, reaches out a hand to play the ball and then takes down Semedo with his shoulder. And that movement to reach and play the ball probably stops Begovic getting a red card here because it's a penalty. It is an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. However, I think referee Bond has got this right and argued that it's not a deliberate pulling the guy down, a push, a pull or whatever. He hits his shoulder, doesn't really make a challenge other than to try and reach out for the ball. I think, and that's my opinion, you're entitled to yours. I think that's why Bond gets that right and gives a yellow card. But Lucas João steps up and sticks the penalty home. Then Bournemouth are nicely on top. Dan Juma is giving Estevez a hard time down the left. But Reading very solid down the middle with Morrison and Moore back in the team. Laurent and Rinomota in front. Bournemouth having to go down the sides the whole time and not forcing any big chances. They're not able to get Dan Juma in really good positions. Lerma and Stanislas have been fairly quiet in the half because that middle area of the pitch is blocked up. No big chances. A couple of counter-attacks for Reading where João was in a good position. And then a real bit of quality by Ovi Ejaria coming in off the left-hand side, moves into the 10 position and on the run, good players can do it whilst they're moving quickly, slides it through to Shone Aluko, who runs outside in, clean through, and he sticks it in. So, yes, when we look at the numbers, Bournemouth with possession, Bournemouth with quality, with Dan Juma and Brooks particularly, but Reading efficiency, output, solidity. I sound like David Brent, don't I? I'm trying to remember the speech he gives there. Trust, encouragement, reward. There you go. Reading with the efficiency and with the output and the solidity, and they're 2-0 up. Good job, Paunovic, I have to say. And from a Reading point of view, there's a point in the second half they can put Yaku Maite in, who will terrify them on their counter-attack as well. Michael Elise is in there on the bench as well. We'll have a look at the numbers. We'll have a look at your comments. And let me know in the comments, how does Jason Tyndall exploit the space that's there down the sides already, or how does he play through Reading down the centre, which they've just not been able to do? Let me know what you think in the comments, because if he doesn't, Reading are keeping a clean sheet in this one. Then there needs to be a switch up in the Bournemouth attacking is what I would suggest. I'll look at your comments in a sec. Let's just look at the numbers on this one. They should bear out what we've said. It's been a fairly clear narrative, a fairly easy game to analyse. Yeah, look, 68% possession, but 4 shots apiece, 2 shots each on target, 8 corners, my God. Mainly forced by Dan Juma against Estevez as well. But I have to give Estevez credit. I thought he was going to get taken to the cleaners in this game after about 10 or 12 minutes, but he's done well, the young guy. 2 big chances to nil and 3 shots inside the box also for Reading is the killer stat. That Reading have really been efficient, and the 2 big bits of quality in terms of dribbles were both by Reading players, Semedo and Ejaria. 263 to 124 on the passes is expected. Look at that down the bottom there. Reading, 17 clearances already, 6 interceptions. Well played. Good job, Reading. They're pretty good value for it. Just in terms of my opinion, looking on the bench there, you can see Surridge, who's pretty good in the air. Is there even a sense that you need to go a midfield 4, whether that's a 3-4-3 for Bournemouth, and that does leave you open down the sides for João or Maite as a sub to run the channels, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm sorry, just looking at the penalty incident. Yeah, it's absolute. I'm quite certain about this. It's not a red card. It's an absolute deliberate attempt to play the ball, not the man, which is key in the wording for the red card laws there. That's my view on it. I wonder whether he goes to midfield 4, so either a 3-4-3, a 4-4-1-1, or even a 4-4-2, and uses the space down the sides and tries to get crosses in for Solanke and maybe a Surridge off the bench. Let me know what you think in the comments. We're just seeing the second goal. Lovely stuff by Ovi Ijaria. Let's have a look here at some of your comments. We are scrolling. Oh, God, loads of comments. What's the XG, says Don? Probably quite good in Reading's favour because, let me just have a look on info goal. Because of the penalty, you get an immediate 0.77 on your XG. So if we're looking for a heavy or a low XG and a Reading high output, it's not going to be, I suspect, in fact, it might even be over. Yeah, look. The XG tells a lot in this one in terms of chance quality versus possession. 1.21 to Reading, 0.26. So 2 mighty good chances for Reading, and they've taken both of them. Russ is here, excellent. Bournemouth dominated the ball, but Reading totally efficient. Yep, nailed it. Totally agree. Bournemouth offered very little currently. Agree. Didn't see this coming. Neither did I, Alex. I was thinking that it was going to be a Bournemouth win. Reading back on form. Agreed. Brazil, not Portuguese. There we go. I knew it was one or the other. Chuffed with that. Third goal, massive. Yes, it will be, won't it? Absolutely will be. If Bournemouth can score before the hour mark, they can have a good go at this, whereas Reading are just going to want to keep that clean sheet, aren't they? Ashley, we need Acharia to stay fit. Excellent player, isn't he? I remember a really good game I watched QPR and Reading last season. I watched it live at Shepherd's Bush, and it was almost Eze versus Acharia. It was really good fun. Bits, cash out is at 75 quid on Bits' bet. I don't know. I'd cash out personally if it was at 75 quid, for goodness sakes. But you might get your win there, Bits. You know the betting better than I do. But Bits' bet is looking like coming in over 2.5 goals in 11 match corners. If the game state stays the same, Bits, I wouldn't cash out. We'll see what Jason Tyndall does in terms of Bournemouth substitutions in this one. Let's have a look here. Pick Me says, good afternoon, Ben and everyone. Aluko has been mostly disappointing during his time in Berkshire, given the money paid, but Paunovic is getting the best out of him. Yeah, I was sceptical. I have to say I'd have Maite in over Aluko every game, but hey, done the business today, hasn't he? Really strong start. Bournemouth been better team, to be honest, but we took chances when needed. Next goal could change everything. Charlie, I agree with everything other than Bournemouth being the better team, only in the possession stats. Otherwise, Reading have nailed this, haven't they? And it's defined better, isn't it? And there's not a lot about Reading that you can't like in that first half. Joseph, I'm a Reading fan. I think we've done very well. Absolutely. Up the ding, says Cam. Nice. I feel like we need to put everything together and just go for it now. Nothing to lose. Yeah, agreed. And I think it would make a message, a statement, a halftime sub here at 2-0. What a half Reading have played. How they played before the 2 loss. Yeah, the 3 losses, not to rub it in. But yeah, it's been excellent. Been really, really good, hasn't it? I expect Bournemouth to seriously up it in the second half. Brooks and Danjuma have been threatening. They just need to get Brooks and Danjuma inside the fullbacks, don't they? There's just no space there with if Reading are narrow, if Estevez and Richards tuck in, which they have, and then Rinomota and Laurent just go in a half position, there's no space. That's why I'm saying put Surridge in get to the byline and have Solanke and Surridge attacking crosses is what I would say. Nat's got Pulis and Wednesday 19 points off the top. I think Reading looked really good. Don't give up many chances and made 2 or 3 brilliant chances. Bournemouth totally played into their hands. Never looked like scoring. Agreed. As you know, Ben, I expected the goals to be from the home team. Well, I mean, let me know in the comments. Bournemouth can still score in this game for sure. Bournemouth for the team to beat to get promoted this year, in my opinion. That's a good point, isn't it? Does look a little like Watford and Norwich. It just got a bit more than Bournemouth. The form table tells us that over the last 7 games, doesn't it? It has Watford and Norwich outperforming Bournemouth quite handily at the moment. So let's see. 3-4-3 push wing-backs on overload wide areas. That would be brave, wouldn't it, Lewis? I would have respect for Tyndall if he does that. If he does that and it doesn't work, though, Reading will score again. We know that. There'll be huge open space and Lucas Zhao will just be rubbing his hands, won't he? And it'll be looking to transition really quickly and find a space behind the wing-backs. But would increase their chance of scoring, wouldn't it? And we have seen the 3-4-3. Charlie says, much rather see Reading get promoted than Bournemouth. Happy Reading are winning. You can't play down the centre because we've got Laurent and Renamoto. Well, you can. You just have to be very good, don't you? And you need players in tight spaces moving the ball quickly, but I haven't done it. And Laurent and Renamoto, to your point, Alistair, have been too good. Some fine attacking play from Reading against defence that looks creaky in a 4. Yeah, fair point. Reading have defended solidly with more back. Bournemouth haven't created enough. Agreed, Chris. Chris is a wise old sage, isn't he? He's always right. That's a good point. There's Riquelme. The only thing I'd say about Riquelme is there's wingers on the pitch here. If Bournemouth want to go, could even go 4-4-2, couldn't they? They could put Dan Juma up top, couldn't they? And with the players they've already got. So we will see. Problem with Bournemouth, apart from Dan Juma, there's no real pace going forward. Brooks, but yeah, fair. Elliot is furious. Not happy with that one. Surridge must come on for Solanke and also someone for Stanislas. Yeah, Stanislas does feel a bit wasted, doesn't he? More centrally, just being eaten up by Laurent and Renamoto. At the minute, 3rd goal, bigger than that, Ben, will probably be the one thing needed for the bits bet. That's the one, isn't it? That is the one. Riquelme needs to come on. Barely noticed Stanislas was playing. Yeah, fair point on Stanislas. Bournemouth can make a comeback. West Ham and Chelsea overturned 3-goal deficits. Camera is on Riquelme at the moment. Maybe Sky knows something that we don't. Love it. Ryan says, up the cherries, 3-2 final score. That'd be quite the second half, wouldn't it? Get your predictions in. Go on then, guys. Go. Final score. Get your predictions in. Is it gonna stay 2-0? Reading just play it out? Could we see a 2-1? And Bournemouth do get 1 goal back, but Reading have enough for the win. Are we going to see Reading pick them off again and get a 3-0 or a 3-1? Or are we going to see a Bournemouth comeback and a 2-2 draw or maybe a crazy 3-2 win or something like that? All set up for any of that business. Good game. You can see I'm enjoying this after last night's bore fest between Birmingham and Coventry over at St Andrews. Right. Who is coming on for Bournemouth? We are about to find out. Chris Mepham for Diego Rico. Okay. So is that 3 at the back? Lloyd Kelly's, I don't know. Let me look at my formations here. Lloyd Kelly, Cook. So who'd be playing wing back? Unless one of Stanislas or Brooks or someone is going to play a wing back. I'm not sure what he's doing there. Unless Kelly's going to play left back and Mepham's going to play centre back and Rico just had a problem and the system doesn't change. Pass. We'll find out in a couple of minutes. Let's just bang through these score predictions here, see if anyone gets it. 4-4, 2-1 Reading, 3-1 Reading, 3-0 Reading, 2-2. No change from Elliot. 3-2 Reading, 2-1 Reading, 4-1, 3-1 Reading, 3-2 Bournemouth, 4-0. Wow. 2-1, 2-2, 2-1. You'll let me know if you get it right, won't you? 3-1, 2-0, 2-2. Loads of great predictions. Right, let's just figure out what this shape is now and where Chris Metham is playing. So Kelly has gone left back. So it looks like the system, the system hasn't changed, has it? All that's happened is Rico has gone out, Kelly has gone left back, and Metham has come in at centre back. So I can only assume Rico was hurt then. Let me know your thoughts on that substitution. But no change of shape yet. So no, all the problems that we sort of tried to point out. I mean, in some ways, you respect managers that go with their philosophy and don't chase the game and hope their philosophy works. But hey, sometimes you do have to make a change. Stacey can't quite keep that in, playing the channel here. 46 gone, 2-0 to Reading. Quick plug, you can support via Super Chat, Patreon, Teespring's shop. We've still got the Amazon shop front going. Don't plug that enough anymore, do I? Please like if you are in the stream. Comments are coming flying in, but if you haven't already, please hit subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Literally, the button is right there. Hit the subscribe button, help the channel grow. A quick thank you to Charlie. 30 years of Laura Royal. Here's to many more. Thank you, Charlie. He sponsors our live watch-alongs this season. And there is the merchandise. There's the good stuff over at the merchandise store. Go and grab something, support the channel. Here come Bournemouth. But trying to play through the mid-low block there of Reading, and it's cleared. And Lloyd Kelly, who's going to be having a bash at left back this half. Danjuma back to Kelly. Kelly comes inside. Oh, nice ball by Kelly for Stanislas, who's onside. Poor from Stanislas there, gives it away. Aluko dribbles clear and is fouled. I think possibly referee Bond lets the first one go. And David Brooks utters the immortal words, "I took the ball." Doesn't matter, lads. Not going to win the argument, is it? 48 gone, 2-0 Reading in this one. Oh, good point. We should plug the Warnock Way. A new silly song. Go and check that out for old Colin. Retweet that if you can. Help me out. Released that yesterday. A tribute to Neil Warnock. Lovely stuff. Here is Lerma. Brooks is quite central here. Wonder if they've tweaked the shape there. Brooks a bit deeper. Here's Lewis Cook. Solanke gets it out of his feet. Good play, Solanke. In by Stacey. They need to cross with better quality when they do find those wide positions, that's for sure. Ejaria now on the counter. Brilliant assist from him in the first half. Nice ball with the outside of the foot. Pretty poor return ball by Semedo. But Reading still have it. Laurent, Rinomota, Richards just taking the sting out of it. Ejaria, Richards. Moore. Raphael. Rinomota. Good bit of possession here for Reading. You got to die to get 10 stars. God, Warnock on I'm a Celeb. What a legend. Stacey. 50 gone. 2-0 to Reading. Cook Lewis Cook. Solanke. Giving it away. Here come Reading. Ejaria. Silky old player here, isn't he? Liam Moore. Less silky. Oh, and Ejaria obviously falls over the next time he receives the ball. The Benjamin Bloom curse in full effect as well. Solanke forward. Where are you going, Dom? He's won a corner. The first of the half, and I should remind you, Bits' bet now needs 2 corners and a goal, and then we're in. The Rowett churn song. He needs to keep the old churn going. David Brooks, corner here. Left footer into the edge of the box to Dan Juma. Back to Brooks. Oh, that's rubbish from Bournemouth, isn't it? He's offside. Silly, silly corner. I mean, Reading simply pushed out when the corner came in. But, yeah, considering all Bournemouth's good attacking positions have been getting the ball out wide, what a waste. What a waste. What a waste. Do you know how far Rams TV is behind? Are you watching it on your telly, Lewis, or on the internet? If it's on the internet, it probably will be behind us. So I do understand people watching the Super Stream later. If you want to see the goal and not be told about it before here, because we have tons of people commenting, then not the one. But we'd love to have you in the stream, Lewis. Always a good Derby brain there. Aluko jumps with Steve Cook. He's never winning that one. Cook. Kelly now at left back. Oh, my God. Maybe the worst pass you'll see in the Championship this season there. Lloyd Kelly, 10-yarder, straight out of the pitch there. Keep it to 2. Maite and Elise. Nice sub. Yaku Maite at 2-0 up, isn't it, eh? Good player. Now I'm learning how Stoke fell 2 weeks ago. There you go. To be fair, though, Stoke scored from Reading mistakes, didn't they? Whereas Reading, a couple of good bits of individual skill. If Andy Hinchcliffe talked like he played, he would have won the World Cup. He's a good talker, isn't he? Yeah. Yeah, so we might be ahead here on the Super Stream here. What I would say, just delay the Super Stream. Hit pause and try and line up. I'll help you do that. Lerma coming forward there. Yellow card for Rinomota. Lerma driving. That's the way forward, isn't it? If they are going to get through this efficient mid-low block there, and Rinomota concedes the foul and gets a yellow card there. Good drive by Lerma, the old hand on the back, and draws the foul. Free kick to the Cherries. Fairly central, so David Brooks will probably fancy this with the left foot. Although Stanislas, the free kick he took at the end of the first half, was a decent strike. Raphael made a good save there. Jacob, you're a Bournemouth fan. What was the thinking about that? Is it just that Kelly's better going forward than Rico down the left? Can you smarten me up from a Bournemouth point of view about that sub? Looks like they've got something planned here. They've put their own wall in front of Reading's wall, Bournemouth. Here comes Stanislas, right-footed into the Reading wall, not the Bournemouth wall. And the ball goes back to Stacey. Good press by Aluko. Fair dues to him. Was probably a bit unfair on him in the first half, saying he was a downgrade on Maite. He's played well, Aluko, and scored the second goal, didn't he? Bombed out at Reading. Was he go on loan somewhere last season? Have I got in my head that he went to China or something? Someone smart me up in the chat, Reading fan. He certainly got bombed out, didn't he? That's for sure. Now I'm happy. Sorry. Now I'm happy Bournemouth didn't buy Harry Wilson over the summer. Yeah, right. This game would have suited him, wouldn't it? Kelly, better attacking wise. Yeah, Iluko went to Chinese club, indeed. Into the box it goes. And Bournemouth do have a goal back. It was down the left-hand side. We said that would be where a Bournemouth goal was going to come from. And when they do get the quality right, Bournemouth, they score. It was, in the first instance, Lewis Cook. He plays it out wide to Lloyd Kelly, was it? Solanke puts it in. And we've got to give Jason Tindall a lot of credit because his substitution has worked, hasn't it? We were just discussing why have they taken Rico out and put Lloyd Kelly in. It's obviously to get the fullbacks forward, to get the wingers narrower, and they've got a goal from it. So tick in the box for Jason Tindall there. His substitution works. Dom Solanke with the goal. It is 2-1. And we said if Bournemouth can score before the hour in this one, there's a chance of the comeback. Solanke gets the goal. Lloyd Kelly, who was just moved to left back, gets the assist. And we've got to give Jason Tindall some credit for that change. 2-1 to Reading here. Let's have a look at your comments. Jacob says, yes. Goal, says Ollie. If you swear in the comments, by the way, I can't put it up. I will get demonetized. 4-4 coming. Let's go. Goal. Cash out £107. Bits, you're only 2 corners off. Let us know. I would not cash out, I don't think. Let's see. Estevez. Brooks into the box. Brooks again. Bournemouth are at it now, aren't they? Here's Ejaria. That was unexpected. Great ball. Lovely cross by Kelly, wasn't it? Why didn't Morrison hit it out? Well, I think it's quite a good cross, wasn't it? But let me see another replay before. Robert says, cash out bits. Well, let's see. We can certainly judge in this next 5 minutes whether we see another corner. Laurent back. Here's Lerma. Bournemouth well on top here. Riding the crest of a wave after that goal. Here is Mepham. Lerma. Oh, nice ball inside by Stanislas. Solanke. Solanke to Cook. To Lerma. To Cook. They need to quicken up the passing to play through this Reading block. Here's Brooks. Drifts across. Oh, lovely ball by Brooks. Danjuma! 2-2. Lovely goal by Bournemouth. And it is 2-2. Real quality by David Brooks there. And Bournemouth, excellent work by Bournemouth and Jason Tindall. 2 goals in about 5 minutes. Brilliant from David Brooks as well. Equivalent to Ajaria's assist in the first half here. We said, can they play through the middle with quality? David Brooks drifts around Semedo on the run. Oh, superb pass by Brooks. Reverse ball, no eyes, left foot. It's a good run outside. It's a brilliant pass by Brooks. And Danjuma does Raphael with the eyes. Excellent from Bournemouth. Well done, Jason Tindall. He made the sub. It worked. And it is 2-2. Brilliant game, this one, guys. Bournemouth, 2 goals in quick succession. David Brooks showing all the quality that we know he's got. And it is 2-2. 58 gone. Chew the fat out of that in the comments. Wow. Goal. Here they come. Great having the championship back on the Saturday. What a game. Woo. Jerry's. Sir Brooks. 2-2. Fair play. Here come Bournemouth again. Kelly down the left with Estevez. And he's won the throw-in. And just like that, good player, Books, isn't he? Just. Let's go, Tindall. Slap on the back for Tindall for that sub. Brooks, you beautiful man. And a long ranger there. Flies wide from Lewis Cook. What a comeback. Let's go. He said if they scored before 60, they scored twice before 60. And it's just, I said, isn't it? You get those quality players. I just missed the replay of the Solanke goal. Oh, but we're going to see the skill from Brooks again. Oh. Yeah, I think maybe in the too good for the championship bracket goes Brooks there. On the ball, drifting left, reverse pass, slid through. Danjuma running outside to in, very similar to Ejaria and Solanke in the first half. It is 2-2. It's a really good watch, guys. I'm sitting here as a neutral, as an Ipswich Town fan, really enjoying this game, I have to say. Bit of an up and down one if you're a Bournemouth or a Reading fan, I have to say. 2-2. Richards goes home to Raphael. Bournemouth are going to want to keep up this intensity. Booted clear by Liam Moore. And let's all just get behind Bits' bet for a second. 11 plus match corners, plus he's got the 2.5 goals now. We need another 2 corners, and Bits is quids in. Here is David Brooks. Tries to play it into Stanislas. Brooks goes down. Nothing given. Knocked to Renamotor and into Zhao, who's come short. Zhao, strong as an ox, holds that up. Richards down the line. Renamotor. Laurent just slowing it down smartly, really, Reading here. Bournemouth on fire, really, in this second half. 2 goals in 15 minutes. Lovely ball. Here comes Aluko. Aluko against Begovic. Does well, Begovic, and wins the ball there. Nearly did them again on the quick transition, Reading. Good game. 62. 2-2. Mepham. Out to Stacey. Reading back in their nice defensive shape now. Bournemouth could do with pulling them out a little bit now. Although Bournemouth has shown in this half that they've got the quality to play through if they're at it. They weren't in the first half, but they have been in the second. Reading doing the business in the first half in this game. Bournemouth in the second. Half an hour to go. 2-2. Thomas Estevez has gone off and Holmes has gone on. He's going to play, Thomas Holmes is going to play right back. And Michael Elise is going to come on as well for Aluko. That will probably be a straight swap. So Paunovic has completely changed the right-hand side of his team, presumably to cope with Danjuma and Kelly now down the Bournemouth left. With 5 subs, you can do that now, can't you? Just completely do 2 changes and, you know, you still got another 3 in the pocket. I'm assuming, yeah, Holmes has gone straight to right back. And I'm assuming Elise will go down that right-hand side. Just fresh legs there for Paunovic. Goal kick for Reading. Raphael gets that one forward. Nice little hold up by Zhao to Semedo. Kelly takes it off him. Elise gets his first touch. He is indeed playing down the right-hand side. So double swap there. Here's Zhao into the box. Zhao, we've seen him score from there. He's got quick feet, hasn't he? And he opened up the shooting position. Couldn't quite find the corner. Cook stands him up. Cook slips. Yeah, we have seen him score those before, haven't we? Straight at Begovic in the goal. Oh, legendary Bits there. The Bits bet has been cashed in at £107 and a £23.99 super chat. Thank you to Bits. The new segment, if you want to follow him, getting the money with Bits. Superb stuff by him. Good day at the office for Bits there. Congratulations, my friend. He has cashed in. Only £5 short. So congratulations to Bits and thank you, sir, for the super chat. Here comes Laurent. Laurent to Richards to Ejaria. Ejaria, nice feet into the box, gets a lucky bounce, then slips, jumps back up. Ejaria crosses, cleared. Ooh, Elise was arriving in behind there. Here's Rinamota. Reading stabilising now after that lightning comeback. Often happens like this in games. The ebb and the flow then goes the other way. Rinamota, give and go with Holmes. Elise, Semedo, Holmes, Rinamota, Semedo, moving the ball nicely. Rinamota drives now. He plays it to Elise. This would be a hell of a goal if they can fashion a chance. Elise, and he can't win the corner. Cleared out. Go on, Bits. The Bits bet. Going to be a regular segment on the watch-alongs now. He's worth following. He's just £107. So good work. And thank you for the super chat. Bits of the legend. Now we can just enjoy the game. Yeah, I don't have to hope for a corner on every attack now. Throw in to Reading. Holmes is going to take it. Looks suspiciously like a foul throw, but we don't see many of them given. Dan Juma wins a throw in then for Bournemouth. 67. Who's the likely winner? It's just stabilised again, this game now, after Bournemouth's lightning start to the second half and getting it back to 2-2. Brooks, brilliant assist for the second goal. Cook, Lerma, Kelly. Nearly got Solanke in behind there with the ball from the channel to the inside. Much more efficient attacking-wise this second half, Bournemouth. Reading throw in the right-back position. Am I going to do videos on Football Manager when it comes out? I am not, because if I buy Football Manager, I will either not play it enough or I'll play it way, way too much and it will take over my life. Quick break here by Josh Laurent. Stacey dives into the tackle and wins it. And Bournemouth get it clear down the right. Laurent. Brooks dives in, doesn't make the tackle. Reading come again. Here's Zhao. Good covering tackle. Good full-blooded game here. Loads of tackles flying in. Time check says 68 in this one. So probably with the stoppage time, the thick end of 27, 28 minutes to go. Cleared out by Reading. Is Stacey. Danjuma is on the right-hand side now. Danjuma trying to work the space there against Richards. Richards does well. Ejaria. The slide tackle is not dead. Let's hope no one misjudges one and gets one of those red cards for lunging. Ejaria gives it away. Cook. Brooks. Lerma. Cook. Tried to slide in Solanke again. Much more efficient, trying the key passes now, trying to play down the middle, which they just didn't have any joy doing in the first half. John says, I left for a shower. What happened? Bournemouth happened in the second half. Yeah, what happened? Bournemouth. Michael asked a good question. Not paid much attention to the Championship. How would you evaluate it so far? How would you compare it to this stage last season? I think it's going to be tougher this season. I think all three of the Year 1 parachute teams are probably going to have good seasons. Bournemouth, Norwich and Watford. The only really excellent team in the Championship last year was Leeds, wasn't it? There were some good teams and then a lot of much of a muchness. But I think we're going to have quite a high tide this season. Here is Solanke. That's broken nicely for Jack Stacey. Stacey, low cross. Oh, Solanke there on the near post. I think he tries to let it run through his legs and backheel it in. Liam Moore does well to stop him. It's a lucky bounce in the first instance. Yeah, it just deflects off Josh Laurent and goes right to Jack Stacey. Good cross. And yeah, Solanke can't quite. It would have been a great goal if he'd managed to backheel that in. Can't quite do it. I think we do have a corner. Brooks swings that one in. Headed out by Richards. Danjuma plays it back wide to Brooks. He's got it on the right wing. Stands up Richards. Brooks doesn't manage to deliver a cross, however. Is it that time, guys? 2 o'clock. Team news. Get it in if you can. I can see some coming in the chat. Let me know your team headline stuff, please, in terms of who's in and who's out, big changes, etc. Cook crosses in. Rinomota does well. Now here come Reading. Ejaria. Oh, Ejaria tried to slide Lucas Xiao through. Intercepted. Almost last ditch there. Xiao's in if Ejaria can complete that pass. Elise. I mean, that might have been the thinking to Reading's double substitution there. Elise and Esteves would have been very young right-hand side, wouldn't he, if he hadn't have done the double switch. Oh, speaking of Elise, he's drawn the foul from Danjuma there. Surely Danjuma is going to get booked for that one. Right on the edge of the box, Mike Elise. Nice trick. Change of pace there. Yeah, stands him up, brought down. Good play from Elise. Really suckered Danjuma in, who's not a defender, is he? And draws the foul. And a chance for Reading. Yeah, out comes the yellow card, I thought. Referee Bond has had a good game, in my opinion, today. Chance to bring forward Morrison and Moore. Reading need a good delivery from this one. Bristol City unchanged. Villa unchanged. Get Xiao in the box. Ovie Ejaria's comeback game is over. Brilliant assist for second Reading goal. Here comes Yaku Maite, who is an excellent player. See what he can do. Steve Cook against Michael Morrison in the middle there. Chuntering away to each other. Elise. It's dreadful free kick. He tries to put it across the ground. And in fact, they're going to concede a counter-attack now. Solanke, poor ball. Stanislas was in. Some indecision in 2 attacks there. Goodness me. Jacob wants Riquelme on for Brooks. We may see Riquelme in the last 15 minutes now. We're on to 74. Morrison slides in on Solanke. Morrison enjoying the physicality. You love to see it. Millwall looks like a 4-3-3 for them. Smith, Wallace and Bennett. Poor from Solanke. If he just floats that pass over, there's nothing they can do about it on the counter-attack there. But he plays it on the ground, and it is given away. That's the worst free kick I've ever seen. Yeah, they got a bit confused then, didn't they? So it looks like in the QPR Watford game, we've got Ismail Assar versus Lee Wallace. That's a very good player for Watford versus a much maligned QPR left back. Let's just say. If you're in the stream now, loads of you are. I love it. Brilliant. Please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. Lerma holds that one up. 75, nearly 76 gone. It goes wide to Lloyd Kelly. Nice little flick on now. Danjuma against Rinomota. Danjuma, double step over. Danjuma puts the cross, floats to the back post, over hits it. Stacey's going to recycle, though. Stanislas into Brooks. Brooks, edge of the box. Brooks plays to Lewis Cook. Cook! Oh, what a goal! Lewis Cook smacks it into the top corner. Wow! What a strike. What a goal by Bournemouth. It was a brilliant move down the left. The cross went all the way over. They recycled it from the right. David Brooks had it. He dribbled inwards. He gives it to Lewis Cook. Cook is, 25 yards out. Right foot and just smashes it. Barring in, and it's 3-2 to Bournemouth. What a strike that is. No flies on Raphael for that one. Cook with the right foot. Oh, that is a superb goal by Bournemouth. What a comeback. 3-2 to the Cherries. That's a superb goal by Lewis Cook. What a brilliant game, a brilliant comeback, and another superb goal in this one. Lewis Cook looks happy with that one, and so he should be. Get your comments in on a thronker of a goal. Brilliant stuff by Bournemouth and Cook. 3-2 they lead. They were 2 down at half-time. Sensational goal. Goodness me. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Get your thoughts in on that one. Here come Bournemouth again. Danjuma into the box. Wow. 3-2 Bournemouth. Goodness me. Yes, what a third. Indeed. I was already finished and then this happens. What a strike. That was goodness me. Wow, says Noah. Wow, says Loyal Royal. The Cherries are up. Ashley says, I'm done. I know you were 2-0 up, Reading fans, but you have to hold your hands up for that third goal. What a strike. Goodness me. Sounds exciting. What a goal it was. Indeed, the championship is so unpredictable. That's the only predictable thing about it. And with that being said, this is not over. Don't underestimate Reading's ability to then go and get this one back to 3-3. Ollie, yeah, just DM me on Twitter, my friend, or Instagram. Should be able to pick up either over there. I think they're open. Game of two halves, indeed. Yellow card has come out in this one for Jeff Lerma. And we have a free kick for Reading. It's not over. Semedo goes off. Sam Baldock comes on. I guess he'll just sit in the number 10 position, but try and get up top as often as he can. He has some instructions, or no, it's a gel, an energy gel for Lucas Shaw, I think. Elise floats it in. And here is Brooks. Bournemouth on the counter. When did Riquelme come on? I must have been reading the comments. I'm just seeing Riquelme there. Let me just check all the substitutions. Goodness me. Too many to keep up with. So Riquelme, came in after the third goal for Stanislas. Goodness me. Do you still have that second bet I sent you? Bits cashed in at 90 quid. Wow, he's having a lovely old afternoon, Bits. You deserve this game after enduring last night's. Absolutely, I do. What a game. Just in the goal class. Absolutely stunner of a goal by Lewis Cook, that one. And here come Bournemouth. Riquelme tries to flip that one through for Danjuma. Is there going to be another goal in this game? It's really good stuff. Here's Riquelme again. Brooks now. Edge of the box. Brooks levered off it. Good play by Josh Laurent. Headed down and away. Bulldog tries to recycle. Cook gets it clear. How do you get a shout out, Brandon? Just like that, if you're subscribed. Welcome. Oh, here come Bournemouth again. Danjuma into the box. He is offside. He was 1v1 with Raphael. This is great, guys. We've now got Bulldog, Maite joining Zhao. We've got Riquelme on as well for Bournemouth. I think we might get another goal, honestly. It's very open and there's loads of attackers on. And the game state is just end-to-end now. 81 gone. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant game, this. Here's Laurent. Into the box. Looking for Bulldog on the near post. Bulldog will give Reading legs up front for sure. He really will. If they want to play in behind, he'll chase waste paper, as Joe Royal used to say. Reading to lose again. If they do, it will be 4 on the bounce. Not impressed with Derby's team. No Yoshviak or Bielik. But Bird and Rooney worked well last year. Yeah, didn't it just? Elise coming forward. Kelly has it in the left-back area. And Kelly hits it against Elise. Then it hits Kelly and goes out for a corner. So here will come Morrison, Moore, Lucas Zhao will be up. Maite is good in the air as well. Let's see if Reading can get a decent delivery from the set play and get back into the game. Can I join your syndicate, Bits? Bits is on fire. Bet365 terrified. Or whoever he uses, Skybet. We are just seeing back Arnott Danjuma's goal because David Brooks is going off. Jack Simpson's coming on. Okay, that will change the game state a little bit. A defensive substitution. So I think that means that Bournemouth will probably go 3 at the back now, just sacrificing Brooks for Simpson. We'll see where he ends up. Michael Elise with the corner. In it goes to the near post. Surely that went over the line. If not, Begovic has somehow clawed that one out. Goodness me, the goal line technology did not go off. Free header on the near post. Reading so close to equalising there. 3-3. Another corner. Elise puts it in and Begovic gathers that one. Wow. I'd love to see a decent angle on that one. That looked like millimetres from going over the line. Who's on the near post there? Ooh. I wonder if they've got a better camera angle. Michael Morrison's behind that. That is millimetres from being over. We just seen the goal line decision technology. It's literally, it's hovering right over the line in midair. So close to the equaliser. I don't know who it was who got the header on the near post. Might have been Zhao. Someone let me know in the comments. Begovic does well to make the save. And the goal line technology says no. Remember, the whole ball has to be entirely over the goal line. Here is more. 85 gone in this absolutely brilliant game that I have so thoroughly enjoyed. Thank you for joining me for this one, guys. Is there another goal for us? 85 gone. Laurent. It was millimetres from a goal there. Maybe not millimetres, inches maybe. Begovic with the save. We're just going to get another look. It was indeed Lucas Shaw with the header. Be very interested to know where the goal line technology took the freeze frame there, because the ball definitely bounces about between Begovic's chest and his arm before he puts it away. There's definitely a few different places they could have took the picture from, let's just say. So we hope the technology is all working fine and dandy. Yeah, of course, Ollie. Just DM me on Twitter, my friend. Best game of the season so far. Definitely been the best one we've had on Watch Along. Been incredible. Odds on the same three that come up going back down. Probably get quite good odds. No, it wasn't Semedo. Owen, he has been substituted, so we can definitely rule him out. It was definitely number 18, Lucas Shaw. I support Ipswich Town, Brandon Braggington. Mount or Foden? Foden after the other night, I think. God, he was good, wasn't he? 87 gone. Bournemouth will be happy to sit on this one. Morrison tries to play the channel, gives it away, and it's booted into touch by Kelly, I think. Here is Morrison again. Rinamoto. Morrison just slowed down a little bit. Out wide to Elise, who's popped up on the left wing. Elise crosses in, headed up in the air by Mepham. Begovic can't come. The ball's bouncing about the box. Doesn't fall for a Reading player, though. It's cleared as far as Dan Juma, who sticks it back up the line. And Simpson boots that one clear. Raphael. Oh, what is Raphael doing? Oh, goodness me. He's literally tangling with Solanke. Solanke's taken off and Bournemouth are going to score. Oh, it's a horrible mistake by Raphael, and it is 4-2 to Bournemouth. Oh, dear. This brilliant game has a bit of a cringy sixth goal. It's taken well by Dom Solanke in the end, but for the second game running, it's a bad mistake by Raphael in the goal. It's just a ball booted into the channel. Liam Moore does everything right. He leaves it for Raphael. Raphael, silly pass in the first instance. He just needs to get rid of it. He does well not to foul Solanke. Referee Bond right up with the play. And it's really poor from the Reading keeper there. We know he's a good shot stopper, but that's really poor. And Solanke does really well. It's an open goal, and he knows he just has to float the ball. Jason Tyndall, fist bumps and high fives. He deserves a lot of credit for that switch. It was a really subtle switch at half-time, wasn't it? I was thinking he'd do something a bit more blatant. All he did was take Rico off and put Kelly over to the left back. That gave them more down the left-hand side. And then that got them back into the game. The cross, God, it seems a long time ago now, for Solanke's first goal. And this marvellous match now has 6 goals. And we are pretty sure that Bournemouth are going to get the win. 4-2, 2 down at half-time. And the Year 1 parachute teams are punishing the championship once again. 5 minutes stoppage time, but I think this is going to be game over. Now, goodness me, what a comeback. Man of the match. Good. Get your ideas in for that one. I suppose David Brooks had the quality for one of the goals. Dan Juma's been fairly consistent through the game. Solanke's now got 2 goals, hasn't he? Last time I looked, it was 1-0 Reading. Keep up. 4-4 is still on. What did I tell you? Did you say 4-2, Annie? If you did, that's brilliant. Mistakes again. Fair play to Bournemouth. Being top was fun, but we'll leave it to the big boys. Yeah, a self-aware Reading fan there, Charlie. We needed that for our goal difference. Well, take the 3 points first off. A big yes from Ollie. Here comes Dan Juma. Just keeping the ball up in the final third. And yes, I think Bournemouth will go top now, won't they? This is a half I will not forget. Absolutely not. We could still score 3 in 6 minutes. You could. Brooks or Solanke for man of the match. Where do Reading go from here, says Alan? Hopefully to a team with less ex-Premier League players. And, they're really good in the first half, Reading. But there you go. Let's just have a look at the live league table. And you will see Reading for the first time in a few weeks now will be off the top. Bournemouth will be going top. Watford go to QPR. Norwich go to Borough. Bristol City play Derby. Swansea play Rotherham. Swansea cannot go top if Bournemouth win. However, what a game this has been. We will bring up the numbers for you, but we'll just see out the last minutes of stoppage time. Elise. Here comes Rinomota. Rinomota is fouled. Where are the numbers? 60%, 10 shots to 6, 10 corners to 2, 3 big chances to 2. Sky have given David Brooks their man of the match. Just brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant game. Here is Elise. He's going to take the free kick. Wonder if Reading get a goal now, what that would do for the nerves for the last minute or so of stoppage time. Elise. In goes the free kick. Begovic with a big punch there. Goes loose. Richards with the half volley. Ambitious from 30 yards. And it flies over the top. Goodness me. Comley says, I think he's a great keeper for us, but by far our best goalkeeper, in my opinion. He was the best in the league at one point, but that died after he got dropped for 1 to 2 seasons. Who are we talking about? Kieran Westwood? I thought you were talking about Raphael. Just having another look at that Lewis Cook goal. Brilliant one. That one. What on earth was the goalkeeper doing? Yeah. He had a bit of a moment, didn't he? Jeff Lerma is coming off and Auzathoth is coming on. Reminder, Saturday Super Stream starts in about 25 minutes. We'll be looking at all the 3 o'clock games. So I'm going to go and hang out with Sholey and the dogs for a few minutes. And we'll be looking at all of the 3 o'clock games. 94-12 gone in this one. Feel a bit sorry for Reading. Could have been 3-3, but that's football. It is indeed. And when one flies in the top corner and your keeper has a bit of a nightmare for the next one, not a lot you can do about it. How long do you think Bournemouth will be top 4? We'll see. Might only be till about 5:05 or something, mightn't it? If you ask me how long Bournemouth will be top 4. Oh, here comes Bulldog into the box. Bulldog. It's going to fall to Elise. Oh, probably should have scored that. Begovic makes the save. Elise could have made it 4-3 there with about 10 seconds of stoppage or minimum stoppage time to go. Elise couldn't find the corner there. Decent opening for him. Yeah, I think we could get a situation where all three of Watford, Norwich and Bournemouth could be in the top 5 or even the top 4, for God's sakes. And there it is, full time. Woo! I think I need to sit in a dark room after that one. Brilliant game. I'm literally going to need to put the split screen up to even go through all of this stuff. It was 4-2 in this one. Semedo, great dribble to force a penalty for Zhao for 1-0. Ejaria, a run and a slip through for Aluko for 2-0. At half-time, Jason Tyndall takes Rico out and puts Kelly left back and brings on Mepham. Kelly then gets an assist within 11 minutes of that from the left wing. Solanke scores. Then David Brooks, brilliant assist for Danjuma. Paunovic changes the right-hand side of his team, but it's a brilliant goal from Lewis Cook, a 30-yarder to make it 3-2. And then with about a minute left, an absolute mess from Raphael, the Reading keeper, mistake to let Solanke in for his second goal. And you will see that that is a 4th consecutive defeat for the Royals of Reading, still trading on their brilliant start. Their second, they could be even lower by the end of the Saturday Super Stream. Bournemouth go top. It was a brilliant game. Reading were ruthlessly efficient in the first half. Bournemouth, well done Tyndall for the little subtle switch. And they just had the quality, didn't they, with Brooks and Danjuma and Solanke to do the damage. And Cook's brilliant 30-yarder from central midfield. That was the story of probably the best watch-along we have had all season. I say thank you, everybody. I am going to have a little bit of a rest. I know there's loads of comments in there. Congratulations to the Bournemouth fans. They've enjoyed that second half for sure. Commiserations to the Reading fans. Really good first half. But hey, 90 minutes these matches last, don't they? And Bournemouth, did the job in the second half quite superbly, didn't they? One more thank you to Charlie, our sponsor, for the watch-alongs. Please return and join me in about 22 minutes where we will do the Saturday Super Stream. As I say, probably the best watch-along we've had this season. Stunning game. It was Bournemouth 4, Reading 2. Thank you for watching. Over and out. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.